Welcome! When you think of the bravest, most decorated soldiers of World War II, your mind probably goes to the classic stuff, yes? Bold infantrymen charging through the mud, stoic generals staring at maps, or daring pilots dodging anti-aircraft fire. But what if I told you that one of the most legendary, highly respected heavy ammunition carriers on the brutal Italian front, Wojtek was a literal 500-pound Syrian brown bear. He was known for sipping from bottles and munching on just about anything? We are talking about a soldier who didn't just carry a mascot badge, no. He had an official service number, his own military paybook, and a double food ration. He play wrestled with his platoon, helped win one of the bloodiest battles of the war, and had a habit of eating lit cigarettes. This is the story of Private Wojtek, the bear who became a legend. A convoy of Polish soldiers is traveling through ancient Persia. Now, these aren't just any soldiers. They belong to Anders' army, a newly formed group of Polish prisoners who had just been released from brutal Soviet gulags in Siberia. They are skinny, exhausted, and traveling toward Palestine to regroup and join the Allies. Along the way, they encounter a Kurdish traveler carrying a small, lumpy bundle. Out of curiosity, the soldiers ask him what is inside. Inside the sack is an orphaned, tiny, fluffy Syrian brown bear cub. Hunters had shot his mother, and the poor little guy is starving. The soldiers, having lost their homes and families to the war, feel an instant connection to this little refugee. So, they make the ultimate wartime transaction. They offer the boy some chocolate, a Swiss Army pocket knife, and a few cans of delicious corned beef. The boy is thrilled, the soldiers are thrilled, and the Polish army has a new recruit. They name him Wojtek, Joyful Warrior. Initially, they feed him milk from an old, empty vodka bottle with a makeshift rag pacifier. But Wojtek grows. He grows very fast. Soon, he isn't a tiny cub anymore, he is a giant 2-kilogram beast. He genuinely believes he is a human soldier. Wojtek becomes the ultimate morale booster. He copies everything the men do. He marches on his hind legs and loves nothing more than play wrestling. He really is one of the guys. But his diet? His diet is highly non-regulation. He would drink it straight out of standard glass bottles and then peer into the empty bottle to see if there was any left. And even crazier, he loves cigarettes. But he doesn't smoke them. No, he would take a lit cigarette, pop it in his mouth, chew it, and swallow it whole. Talk about early 1944. The Polish II Corps is ordered to deploy to Italy to assist the Allied advance. They march down to the docks in Alexandria, Egypt, to board a British transport ship. But at the gangplank, they hit a massive bureaucratic wall. The British embarkation officer looks at his clipboard, looks at the giant bear standing in line, and says, "Absolutely no pets or mascots allowed on His Majesty's ships." The Polish soldiers are outraged. Wojtek is not a pet, he is their brother in arms, and lifted their spirits when everything else was lost. They are not leaving him behind. So, they come up with a brilliant loophole. They officially enlist Wojtek into the 22nd Artillery Supply Company of the Polish II Corps. He is given the rank of private, his own service number, and an official military paybook. Because he is now a legal, enlisted soldier of the Polish armed forces, the British officer has absolutely no choice but to let him board the ship. Wojtek has just officially joined the Allied war effort. Next stop, Italy. In Italy, the Allied advance is completely blocked by Monte Cassino, a historic mountaintop monastery that the German paratroopers have turned into an impenetrable fortress. It is a meat grinder. The terrain is rocky, steep, and constantly under devastating artillery fire. The Polish 22nd Artillery Company is tasked with a crucial job, carrying heavy ammunition crates up the steep mountain slopes to feed the roaring Allied cannons. The men are exhausted, sliding in the mud, and under constant threat of incoming mortar shells. Wojtek, who is hanging out by the supply trucks, watches his human comrades struggling. He walks over to the supply trucks, stands on his hind legs, and reaches out his giant paws. A soldier places a heavy, 100-pound crate of artillery shells in his arms. Wojtek doesn't flinch. He doesn't panic. He just turns around and starts walking up the mountain on his hind legs. While bullets fly and mortar shells explode around him, the bear calmly carries crate after crate of heavy ammunition to the frontline artillery crews. He never drops a single one. He doesn't run away. His presence is so inspiring that the tired soldiers start cheering and firing their cannons with renewed fury. His heroism becomes legendary. The 22nd Artillery Supply Company is so proud of their bear soldier that they officially changed their unit's insignia to a drone. When the war finally ends in 1945, Wojtek is a highly decorated corporal. But his human comrades face a tragic reality. Poland is now occupied by the Soviet Union, and many of these brave soldiers cannot safely return to their homeland. The unit is demobilized in Scotland. Wojtek is sent to live out his retirement at the Edinburgh Zoo. Wojtek becomes an instant celebrity. Whenever visitors speak to him in Polish, his ears perk up, he stands on his hind legs, and he waves at them. And whenever his old army buddies from the 22nd Company come to visit, they don't just wave, no. They would toss him lit cigarettes, which he would happily eat, and some of them would even jump right over the fence. Zookeepers were absolutely terrified. But the soldiers knew Wojtek would never hurt a friend. He passed away peacefully in December 1963 at the age of 21. Today, celebrating an extraordinary friendship that continues to inspire people around the world. So, the next time your dog refuses to even play fetch, just remember Wojtek, the 500-pound bear who fought Nazis and drank beer on the front line. If you enjoyed this unbelievable trip through history, make sure to subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, and see you in the next video. Bye-bye!